Hello, and welcome back to Hitman 2 and the Chasing a Ghost mission set in Mumbai. And today we will be taking care of the Proxy Killer challenge, which entails having the Kazmirian, who is a rival assassin, take care of 2 of our 3 targets. For this, somehow, is also counted as getting somebody else to snipe your target in the head is an accident. So we will get someone who could hurt themselves as well. Now for this mission we don't really need to bring anything with us. We will need our lockpick and our silenced pistol though. Everything else is available on the map, including our Proxy Killer. So upon achieving this challenge, and it is quite a long one, there's a lot to do, we will pick up multiple discoveries and feats and little pieces like that. So instead of naming and listing them all, they're just appearing up on the screen for you now. But essentially we're going to take care of quite a lot of things with one foul swoop, mostly to do with the Proxy Killer challenge. So they're all related in some way. So there we go, and we will be exiting via the crow's nest as well. So right from the start, as I said, there is a lot to do in this one. It's quite a long video. The mission will take about 30 minutes with all the waiting around and conversations that take place. But we are going to start off by setting up a couple of little items throughout the crow's nest area. Now the boat is the best place to start from if you have the mastery, which will be around here. And this is the entrance to the crow's nest. So the area is protected by 2 guards. So we're going to turn off this generator here, and that's going to distract one of these 2 guards, one of which also has a key to this building, which we will need. So we're just going to use the generator to knock them both out. So once the guy comes to investigate, we're going to sneak up behind him, grab his gun, grab the key he drops, and we are going to drag him up onto the upper floor here. And then we're just going to quickly rinse and repeat for the second guy. So generator back off and then back on, wait for him to come and knock him out, grab everything he drops and drop him up with his friend here. So now the entrance to the crow's nest, or the secret entrance to the crow's nest, is now free and clear. We can use the key we collected to make our way into the building and down into the basement where the crow's nest is located, or the secret meeting area of the crow's nest anyway. So down here there's going to be a few patrolling guards, and the maelstrom will come down here at some point. So we're going to just grab this wrench off the shelf here, make our way around to the right, and we're just going to wait for this guy in this room all on his onesies to have his back to us. He's currently leaning on some boxes of ammunition and weaponry facing us. He will then turn around and face the shelves behind him, and when he does we can then render him unconscious. So here he goes now. So once he's got his back to us, we can make our way into the room, throw our wrench at the back of his head, knock him out. We're going to take his gun, take our wrench back, we're going to grab his body and hide it in the cupboard in the corner of the room over here. So that's this room now all taken care of and clear. Now also in this room, while we take his outfit, there is a photograph.
And a note addressed to Sagar the barber. This looks like a very recent picture of the maelstrom. With this in hand, picking him out in a crowd should be possible.
So you'll see I also picked up the old antique looking key there as well before exiting. So that's basically everything set up for our maelstrom kill later on. So now we're going to make our way back to the start of the level, and we're going to begin our Proxy Killer challenge. So the first thing we need to do is go and locate the Kazmirian, the sniper assassin on the level. and he is in these slums just here, up on the second floor and up into this disused area.
Well, well. It appears we have a rival assassin in Mumbai, and he's training his sights on Dawood Rangan. By the looks of it, I'd say we're dealing with a local operator, known as the Kashmirian.
So we're going to adjust his scope on his rifle.
Now, if we could only make Rangan appear in that window somehow.
So there you go, that's our first kill pretty much set up there. So our Proxy Killer can now see where the target will be. All we have to do, as Diana suggests, is get the target in position. So we're going to exit the slums here and we're going to make our way over to Rangan Tower. And we're just going to vault over where there's a gap in the fencing on the top of the wall. And we're going to crouch down, climb up through this little stepped garden area. And at the top we will find ourselves an entrance with a camera. So we're going to take out our silenced pistol and we're going to shoot the camera. And that will attract the attention of the young lady standing underneath it. But she will go upstairs into the building to investigate. So we can follow her inside. She's going to go up the stairs and we're going to go up the lift shaft one floor. So we're going to make our way up just one more floor here. And the young lady will go off and basically investigate nothing. And in the room yonder, which is a security room, we will find 2 security guards. One should be just leaving, which is ideal for us. So we're going to wait for him to leave. He's going to make his way down the stairs, and the young lady we've distracted will make her way back down the stairs, leaving us free to make our way past the security room, through the door on our left, and then through the door at the end of that room. And just outside we will find some glue. We're going to grab that glue and make our way back through the doors, this time right then left, and back to our lift shaft exit. But instead of exiting, we are going to go up again one more floor, just being aware of where the security guards are facing. They may spot you, so you want to be careful, see which direction they're looking. You should be fine though. Once we've got up one more floor, we're going to make our way around to the left, vault over onto the outside of the building and along to the open window where there is an artist.
I mean, how long can it take to smudge out a few blues and reds?
I'm creating art here. 70% of the work is finding the right colors. Color mixing is an entire art form on its own. It takes time.
Yeah, well, get a move on. Mr. Rongan wants you to go and get him as soon as you're done mixing your fancy colors there. You got it?
Fine.
So once that little conversation there has played out, we're going to wait for the artist to move away. Then we're just going to duck in through the window, approach the paint box just in front of us and place the glue or the paint that's there. I think it's paint, not glue. And that will get the attention of the painter, who will discover he's got the right colour he needs. And he will go and fetch Rangan and bring him down to that window, which will put him in line of sight with our sniper. So there you go, he's discovered the paint. In the meantime, we're going to make our way back down right to the basement here, and we're going to wait for the young lady we distracted earlier to go and speak to her colleague. And our timing couldn't have been better there. So we can make our way up onto the floor and out of the building. We're just going to retrace our steps back down through the stepped garden area and back over the wall. So once the artist has discovered his paints, he will then go and fetch Dawood Rangan and bring him down, and Rangan will pose for his picture. The Kashmirian will take his shot, and he will then go and get in position to take out Vanya Shah, our second
47?
target.
That man there. He resembles the Maelstrom.
No, he
Try
doesn't,
to get close
Diana.
to him for a visual ID.
So in the meantime, we're going to make our way around the slums building, around to the back where there is a large laundry area. And we're going to make our way into one of these Portaloo toilets and down into the sewers. because we won't be able to go straight through the front door of the laundry area. We're going to make our way all the way around to the end of the sewers and around the corner where we can vault back up. And just on the building on our left here, we will find the foreman's notes, the new foreman or the old foreman's notes, and we're going to deliver them to the new foreman in his office. So we're just going to have to sneak walk all the way around our pathway here. So as you can see up in the corner, everything is now in position for our Proxy Killer to take his shot, and that will get us one of our many discoveries or feat challenges. I believe that was the artist. So in a few moments our Proxy Killer will take his shot. In the meantime, we are going to sneak past these two guards and around to our left along this overpass area until we get to this blue and green barrier, and around to our right where we will find a set of stairs leading down to the foreman's office. And like I said, the old foreman has left his notes behind and the new foreman is trying to find them, and we are going to deliver them, but we're not going to do that until our first target should I say, has been eliminated.
That shot came from the trawls. It looks like the Kashmirian finally got a clear line of fire. Dawood Rangan is dead, and not even by your hand, 47. What will you think of next?
So target 1 is down. The
Hold up,
Kashmirian
47.
will now move.
The Kashmirian is on the move. He's heading for another flat inside the trawls. This might be worth investigating. If nothing else, we may get a lead on who his client is.
So that will also get us the someone could hurt themselves challenge somehow. So we're just going to wait for our window, which has just opened, for us to enter the foreman's office, place the foreman's notes on the desk there, and exit as quickly as we can. It's a very small window. There is enough time to get it done, but you want to do it quickly. So we want to make our way back onto the walkway, make a right, and as we pass the two enforcers, we will no longer be trespassing and we can make our way down the stairs. And we are going to go to where the Kashmirian is in the slums area. Remember, he is now moved from his first location. Although he's still up on the second floor, he is now in an apartment in the corner of the building just here on our right. So there he is setting up his sniping rifle. So eventually the foreman will discover the old foreman's notes. And there he goes, he's just discovering them now. And he will now go to a preordained meeting on that walkway where we were with Vanya Shah. And she will go to the meeting as well.
It appears the Kashmirian is using this room as a base of operations. Let's see what he's up to in here.
So once at the meeting, Vanya Shah will then be in line of sight for our Proxy Killer right here. So we're just going to grab the cleaver and check the
Kashmirian
silencer.
is scoping out a bridge in an area primarily used as a laundry business. Interesting. It recently changed ownership and now belongs to Vanya Shah. It looks like he's found a new target and is waiting for her to get on the bridge. Perhaps your mentoring days aren't entirely over yet.
So, like the Kashmirian, we are now just waiting for everyone to get into position. So the foreman has arrived at the meeting location. He will now be led to meet Vanya Shah up on the overhead walkway. And the Kashmirian will get into position behind his scope. And eventually he will take his shot.
That is Vanya Shah taken care of, 47. Are you planning on outsourcing all your work to the Kashmirian from now on?
And that will get us the Proxy Killer challenge.
It's paid off to follow him so far. Maybe he will lead us to the Maelstrom.
So all that's left to do now to pick up a few more of our discoveries and feats is, as Diana suggests, to follow the Kashmirian. He's going to make his way downstairs. We're going to get ahead of him, because following him he is kind of slow, but he's going to make his way down to the ground floor here. He's going to dally around for a little while before he comes outside through this entrance here where we will be waiting, and he's going to use the phone box that's just on the wall to our left, and he's going to have a conversation with someone, and he's going to arrange to go and meet the Maelstrom, who we have yet to identify and kill. So here comes the Kashmirian now. He's going to have his little conversation on the phone with someone, and we are going to listen in.
You don't know me, but your boss will want to talk to me. By now, he should have found out about the unfortunate fates of Rangan, Shah. I am the one responsible. Mad? No. On the contrary, I consider it a successful job interview. Just tell me where to go. Ah, yes, of course. I'll be there in no time.
So with the conversation now over, all we have to do once again is follow the Kashmirian. Again, I'm going to walk ahead of him. I'm going to follow the exact same route that he does though. But we're just going to get ahead of him to avoid any enforcers. Use the crowd for cover when getting past one or two of them. And ignore Diana trying to tell you that the shaman and other random people are the Kashmirian. They definitely are not. The Kashmirian is currently in the crow's nest, where we have just arrived at the entrance to. And we're just going to await the arrival of the Kashmirian. There he is, and he's going to make a quick phone call before heading in.
So he snuck into the camp at night, unarmed and clearly overpowered by his three strong. Remember, he was just a young man.
We will try to listen in, but there is a guy telling a rather fanciful story,
Right.
so it's hard to hear what's going on.
Crow's nest. Do or die, Coven.
Luckily there was strong,
Live up
but
to the
also
legend.
clever.
Or
There's
die
managed to grab
trying.
one of the man's rumpuri from his belt. He thrust the knife deep into the first dragon's thigh, spilling blood everywhere. The other dragons immediately jumped over to try and take the knife.
It's got it.
too fast, and
I
trapped
made
the
it.
three dragons in the cage.
I'm
Then
outside the
brought them
hideout
back
now. Both are taken care of.
in a forgotten
The money should have been
location
wired to the account already.
dragons still sit inside.
Spend it as you want, I'm sure. It wasn't about the money. If I'm right about this, about who their boss is, I'll never have to worry about the money again.
So once he finishes his phone call, he's going to go and present himself to the guy in the pink cap we just passed. And we are going to make our way directly inside, which is why we chose to take this outfit in the first place, as there are very few enforcers to it. And we're able to just walk straight down into the crow's nest. Now there is one enforcer we have to worry about, and you can see up ahead there. Now I've risked this a little bit, but we want to go in through this door here. I had just enough time to do that. I would recommend waiting and then just following the guards down the corridor till they get to that door and lockpicking your way in once they're in position. But I saw a very quick and very diminishing opportunity to get there faster, so I took it. And once in this room, you may recognize it from the start of the level, where we acquired this outfit. So all we've got to do now is wait, and the Kashmirian will be led down into this room, where he will have a long meeting with the Maelstrom, and eventually he will leave, and the Maelstrom will make his way into this room. So we have selected our cleaver for this kill, and he's going to come into this room to get changed. And once that door closes, we're going to launch this cleaver at the back of his head.
47. That nose. Those eyes. That can only be Wazir Kale, the Maelstrom. Identification confirmed. 47. That man you just eliminated. That was the Maelstrom. Well done. Mission completed. Time to find an exit.
So there you go, that is the Proxy Killer challenge taken care of, along with someone could hurt themselves and a whole slew of discoveries and feats which will promptly be shown to you. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.